so Alessandro Masiello, I'm the commercial leader for the customer sustainability team. And I have been with the company for about 15 years now in different roles, but recently focusing more on how we bring our technologies and our solutions into the market, but positioning that from sustainability forward. Sustainable packaging.
Why?
Why? Well, because I think very often that is, used too much, mainly for, promoting, right, and getting attraction, than really, filling a purpose. I've been starting to realize that, very, recently, just because of the conversation we are having with customers and, people around. I think that was very clear from the very beginning as I was starting to focusing on that and realizing that actually optimization means doing more with less, right? So that is sustainable by definition. That was exactly when the digital transformation buzzwords and moment was coming about a decade ago. People were starting the customers and the industrial world were starting to look into data with more attention, and that is when I felt a transition was happening, and that was it. I think they are starting to catch up, right? I mean, companies are now starting to still organize around the data that they have, putting clarity around those, contextualizing, and as that starting to happen, they are now starting to see how to make more value, to get more value out of this contextualization. It is, yes. I mean, we are seeing that very, frequently these days. In the past, you had more longer run, more steady plant, less variability. These days, consumers are demanding lots of different products, so you need shorter runs, very high flexibility and reliability. So that is a model that is completely shifting these days. It's 100%. They are enabling sustainability for sure, but they are essential to compete because without, like I said, data are basically becoming the backbone or any decision that customers and companies are taking. And so being equipped with digital tools that allow you to optimize production and be more predictive about changes is just a key to be competitive. It goes hand in hand all the time, to be honest, because at least from an industrial point of view, what we see is that customers are looking at using digital tools, data to optimize their operation, which means less energy, less scrap, less waste, and optimized, system, which means better things, better outcomes for the environment. So digital and sustainability goes hand in hand all the time. I think it's the perception that sustainability means cost. That is not, to me, is not true, right? It's going to be a dynamic transition. That brings you into another level, but certainly is going to be actually an investment, right, to do things right, and the market may accept a premium, right? So it doesn't mean that your marginality is going to be reduced. Actually, consumers are day to day starting to accept that a product, a goods may cost a bit more if there is also a clear respect for the environment. So I think that's is probably something that I would change these days. Not looking at this as a cost, but looking at this as an opportunity to, improve your profitability somehow, but also respect the environment.